Hey y'all, and welcome back to Organically Designed. I'm Lindsay, and today is the final part of my pre-fall cleaning, which is all outside. So pretty much everything that I'm doing today is power washing. So we're starting on the front of the house and then we'll work our way to the back. So let's get it started. Leave me a comment below if you're like me and find the action of power washing just so satisfying. Just watching like mildew and grime and build up just get sprayed away. In this front porch on that side that I'm working on right now, it had the most mildew because it has the most shade, of course, and so it's always so satisfying. But I am still not the greatest at power washing, but I do like to take over this task instead of having my husband do it because I get so much satisfaction out of cleaning. Since our deck area and this front patio, front porch, whatever you want to call it, doesn't get a lot of sun on it. There's a lot more on the siding, and with having a white house, it gets a lot. But again, this is where I get to enjoy spraying all of that stuff away. It's kind of like when you do it in the spring too, it's just kind of this satisfaction of like washing the old away to be able to bring in the new, if that makes sense. What are some of y'all's favorite outdoor chores? This by far is my favorite. I like organizing the garage as well. Not when it's hot, but when it's a little cooler, that I don't mind doing either. And I don't mind using the leaf blower to blow things off. I just suck at it completely. I feel like I'm doing way more work than I need to. I haven't gotten that down pat either. But number one probably is the power washing. I don't even mind how disgusting I get, especially when I'm doing the front stairs. Our front stairs, the bottom part holds water, and because of the flower bed being right next to it, I just get mulch and dirt like just splattered all over me, and I absolutely do not mind it. I guess it's because like I was one of those kids that just loved like playing in the mud and water and stuff when I was a kid, so maybe that came through whenever I power wash. But yeah, leave a comment below and let me know what is your favorite outdoor chore. I'm curious to see how many different things that people will say. So in the spring, I got these 2 potted plants for my hydrangeas, and you can see that top one back there. It's normally on the bottom step. It is getting so big. We removed one bush from a different part of our flower bed because we had that raised flower bed, and next to it is like a little triangular flower bed. So we removed one bush and we got to pull the stump out, removed another one, and we're going to transplant these hydrangeas into that location. And I really need to add another one, but you can see it there where that one little low bush is. That one's coming out and there's a stump in front of it, and I cannot wait to put these in. And it definitely would not have survived with my skills with flowers and plants, because if it wasn't for my husband and my middle daughter, yeah, they would definitely be dead right now. He constantly, like, we're slowly bringing stuff like plants and things, and he's like, oh, another one. But I think he secretly enjoys like keeping them alive for me, because if it's not an animal or a human, it's probably gonna die. So any sort of green plant is gonna die. But these are the little chair cushions. I don't really change mine out, and it's partly because I'm eventually going to change the whole front porch furniture anyway. But they had green mildew on the top of them, and I do wash them sometimes, but I just really enjoy power washing the top off, and then I hang them over the edge of the railing to dry. All this front porch furniture, the table, the 2 rocking chairs, and the cushions. No, the cushions I got when we moved into this house about 2.5 years ago. And the rocking chairs, though, and that little black table, I have had for about 4.5 years now. And eventually I'm going to have them go to the back patio, because we're going to tear down our deck, and y'all will see why later. But we're going to tear it down and make a cascading staircase, if that makes sense. I think it's like a waterfall staircase where the stairs go down on all sides, and it's going to go to a stamped concrete patio. So just with the cost of wood and durability, we just think that's just going to be better. But eventually, so these rocking chairs are going to go back there, and I want to do one of those like egg chairs so bad. Like for 3 years, I have wanted an egg chair so bad, but they're so expensive. If any of y'all have one, comment below and tell me how much you love it, and if you found like a really good deal and when, because I totally am up for advice on when to buy them, because I've been watching them every couple of weeks. I go and look at them on different websites to see how much they are, and it's either that they're not on a good sale yet, or they're all gone. But I want one so bad. So you may be seeing a lot of little nicks and things in the paint. We had some of that prior, and some of that my awesome power power washing job did that because a lot of the paint was chipping already, and we had a lot of rust spots, and our wood for the railings are going to have to be replaced. We're trying to not do it this year, but next year when we tear down the deck and do the patio. So my husband, the next day after I power washed that, he went through and caulked some things and painted it. So, but now we're on the back deck, and you can see there's a piece of plywood there because we have a rotted piece. It's literally like a hole just fell through in the middle, and so we just put a piece of plywood over. Again, we want to rebuild this deck, but things take time, and you just can't just snap your fingers and have it done. So we want to be able to make sure that things like that's in our budget, and right now we are having to redo the ductwork underneath our house and get a new air conditioning unit, and it is already a thing. So next year's outside project is going to be the front porch railings and the back deck turning into a patio, and hopefully that awning, because I am so sick of power washing a cloth awning. I hate it. They're cute. I think they look really nice, but they are such a pain to clean, and I just don't want it anymore. But a lot of little pieces are falling apart on the deck, and it's okay because no one's getting hurt, and I used to have a rug over top of it, and it just shed everywhere, and so definitely had to fix that. But let's get back to power washing all of the chairs for the back deck. We got these chairs and the table 2.5 years ago when we moved in, or probably more like 2 years ago for that spring summer time of year, and I just got the umbrella this year. Eventually we are probably going to upgrade all of this once we have the patio and things. I do like the plastic chairs just because we do not have anything covered, but we do have a patio that's already out past our deck that you'll see in a little bit, and I think we're going to eventually, the new patio will attach to that patio, but I think we're going to cover part of it. I'm not sure. My husband's has a whole design in his head, so I just tell him if it looks good or not. So we will see. But I left this little kiddie pool out and during all those storms, and it got totally disgusting. But again, take my power washer and scrub it down, throw it over the side of the deck and let it air dry for a few days, and then I'm going to pack it up and put it away for next year. And so yeah, but it got pretty bad because it is so big. It held the water, and every time I tried to clean it and then drain it and then hang it over the side to dry, I felt like it rained. It's like every couple of days, I felt like it was raining there for like the last month and a half. So it just never got to that point where it ever got like completely dry. So had to spray the inside and then flip it over and spray the outside. So these two tan patio chairs, I got these from Target about 10 years ago, no joke. One of them has like a small little crack in it, and that is it. That's it. These suckers have lasted me forever. That's another reason why I love the plastic chairs so much. And my husband's aunt and uncle, they're like plastic chairs like this. Once they get a little faded or dingy, they paint them and they look so good. Like they have a couple of purple ones that they did, and I just think they look so good like that. So I'm really tempted to seal that one little crack so you can't notice it when I paint it. It's not going to hurt anything if that little crack's in there still, because it doesn't mess with the stability of it. But I'm tempted to paint them, and I kind of want to paint them like a really fun color, like a pink or something like that, just to go with that turquoise chairs. I think that it just would be fun. Y'all let me know below, pink or should I go with something like more neutral? I just think pink would be so fun though. The very last thing I wanted to power wash and be sure to drain was my son's playhouse. We did keep it up on the patio just while we were doing his swing set, which y'all might have seen in the background, and I will pan to here in a minute. But I wanted to get it all sprayed down really good because I actually wanted to move it back to where his swing set is, because the swing set has like a little house in the bottom of it, and I wanted him to have another house that he could play in. And his older sister is so sweet to play with him in that, and then my friend, her daughter is the same age and comes out and hangs out every now and then. So yeah, that was the last thing to clean. So everything's been nice and freshly cleaned, and I can finally say that my fall cleaning is done. And once that house is moved to the backyard and that pool's put away, then we are done with all of our fall prep, and I can finally get to the fun part of decorating, because my husband kind of like looks weird at me if I want to decorate before September. So now that we're in September, I have full reign to start decorating. I've done a little bit inside that y'all will be seeing soon, and I'm doing just a little bit outside because the big decoration outside is really for Halloween, and I'll definitely bring y'all along for that. But thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this outdoor power washing video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you like all things cleaning, organizing, and creating, be sure to hit that subscribe button. As always, stay organically you, and I'll see you in the next one.